so glad to be with you today, my friend. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your feedback to us. And for new viewers, you are so welcome. I think you'll be glad you tuned in today. One of my all-time favorite guests, Deborah Ray, and I think she has been for at least 30 years, off and on. And look at this stuff. Usually I have to read an author's book. She sends me all of this research because you know what we're going to talk about today? Vaccines. We're hearing so much about a vaccine for COVID-19, and it's kind of front and center right now. And so we want to just give you all the information. I think information is very good, especially on a subject like this, and gather all you can and then make a decision. And Deborah is the person who can take us to that information and explain it better than we can really. So I'm glad she's here. And we're going to get this. This is a funny name for green beans. You know, what do you do with green beans? You get a can, you put them in the pan and turn the fire on, maybe throw some bacon in it. These are called elegant green beans. And when we put them together, you will understand. And this is the time of year you're kind of looking forward to, maybe the Thanksgiving dinner and all. You want to do something a little bit special. I think you'll enjoy watching this, and we will enjoy tasting it. I again want to offer you, we've been through so much this year. You keep reading jokes about 2020 and when will it be over and all. It has been a rough year for a lot of people. My heart aches for those who've lost businesses. I know my own daughter, she's a professional musician. She got cut right off. She was traveling with Josh Brogan around Florida, and there were 6 concerts, and at the third one they cut it off because of the COVID thing. And her first job from February will be in December. There's going to be some concerts coming back, hopefully. A lot of people hurting out there. And so I got good product for you. Max Lucado is probably the premier writer in evangelical Christianity today. Just has a gift, and he wrote Less Fret, More Faith. And boy, that has been coming to me so much. As Christians, we're not supposed to think like the world. We're supposed to remember that God hasn't left his throne. We need to remember that we can live with faith and expectancy, and we can live with a positive attitude, expecting great things from God. So, got this book for you for any amount. Just an offering to the program, and we'll get it right out to you. You can use your credit card, 1-800-229-0059. You'll see that on the screen. Also, our address is Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida, 33758. And thank you for anything large or small. We appreciate it. And before you get going on that, I got a present for you.
Oh, okay.
This is our birthday girl. She starts, Christmas girl.
I'm like, birthday girl?
Christmas girl. She starts Christmas December 26th for the next year.
Yes.
So I got you some earrings. Poinsettia earrings.
How cute.
If I could get to them.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Oh, just tear it open.
Yeah, tear it open.
That's what we do at Christmas, right?
Yes. I should have had those.
Arthelene was not prepared.
No. Look at that. And
so cute. Thank you.
You'll be wearing them every day now until Christmas.
Will.
Little poinsettia.
So cute. Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Aw. I don't know how people know I like Christmas so much. No.
No, she actually has a lot of gifts bought in January.
At church Sunday, 2 separate people brought me gifts out of the blue for no reason. They were both for Christmas.
You're the Christmas.
Like, I don't know why people know this.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get this started because my butter's getting hot.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So I have onion. Oof.
A little too hot, maybe.
Okay, onion, a small onion. Ay, ay, ay. We have a can of water chestnuts. These are fancy. Listen, I never had
green bean.
I never had green bean casserole until my husband and I got married. I had never had it before in my life.
Now, what did it have in it?
So
Didn't have all
of
this.
course, it has
The regular
cream of
one.
mushroom soup,
Yes.
green beans, and French fried onions. That's it,
Yeah.
and I love it.
And
so
sometimes they put bacon in
And this
it.
is-
But that's
I've never
mushrooms.
put bacon in it.
That's
Okay,
mushrooms?
so we have mushrooms, we have water chestnut, we have onions. They're gonna saute for a moment, okay? You sprayed the pan for me, and now you're gonna look really pretty.
Yes.
There was some butter in this pan, 2 tablespoons. In this pan, there's 4 tablespoons. I'm gonna put some flour in here, and we're gonna make a little roux. We just had Philip Cameron on The Good Life. A lot of the viewers know him, and they had
Yeah,
me
they
crying, so I feel like I'm a hot mess right
Oh.
now. Okay, so butter, flour. I'm making a roux. Then all these ingredients will come up at the end because there's quite a few.
Yeah,
So for
yeah.
me to tell. So butter, flour, milk, chicken broth, salt, and
Cheese.
soy sauce. Yes,
Soy
the
sauce.
cheese will come in a moment. And then these are frozen green beans that we thawed.
The French ones.
The French
French
ones.
cut.
Because these are elegant.
Yes. I have never seen so much.
And we're not calling these French fried onions. We're calling them onion straws today because
Okay.
these are elegant.
This is elegant.
Yes. Okay. Let me turn this up. This is sauteing.
You know, if you live long enough, just everything comes around. I never would have thought of putting the word elegant with green beans.
Well,
but
there's a lot of people who don't like using canned soup
Yes.
because of all the preservatives and the additives. Here's your, I feel like I'm gonna start on fire here. Okay, here's your answer, okay? This is much better than the chicken or the cream of mushroom
Oh,
soup.
yes.
Okay, that was soy sauce, this is salt. Okay, we're gonna let this thicken. I'm gonna turn this up.
And when we put all this together, you bake it at 350 for 45 minutes. You take it out and put the
Onion straws.
French fried onion
Onion
straws.
straws.
Yes.
That came from Deborah Way, by the way. She's much more classy than myself.
Yes. Me too.
Okay, so we're just letting this saute.
Okay.
We're letting this thicken up a little bit, which it only takes just a minute. I'm gonna put the cheese in here. I'm gonna put the green beans in here. We're gonna put them in the sprayed baking dish. We're gonna put half of the mixture. We're gonna put this mixture, then the other half of the bean mixture, and bake it. And then it smells really, really good in here, like so
It's almost
good.
like it could be an entree.
No.
Do you know what an entree is?
I do, but not in my house. We are meat people.
Yes.
Okay, cheese. It'll thicken up a little
I'd
bit
like to know
more
who
too.
thought of this.
So good. Somebody who
thought-
doesn't like canned
Yeah,
soup.
who thought of jazzing up
Yeah.
green beans
So
like
good.
this?
I love when it thickens up like this because you know you're doing it
Yes,
correctly.
yes. Very smooth.
at that.
No lumps in it.
No lumps.
You're good.
That's when you know your roux was right. My roux is not always correct at home. Okay.
Okay, let's watch
I'm
you
gonna
put
put
this together.
The green beans in here. And that's just one bag of the frozen green beans thawed.
Now, you still have to cook for a husband, so I don't cook
I do.
much.
Every single
This
night.
could, do you think this could be, if you wanted for Thanksgiving or something, make a couple days ahead of time, freeze
Yes,
it?
this would be
okay?
amazing for Thanksgiving. This is not something my husband would enjoy. I'll tell you that right
He
now.
wouldn't appreciate it, that's for
He
sure.
would not. He wants his redneck green bean casserole, and I'm fine with that. Okay, which, you know, he's retiring soon.
Yes.
And then he's going to camp for 2 months and leaving me and the dogs here. Okay, so half.
I'll bet you'll change your cooking habits while
I
he's
won't
gone.
be cooking for 2 months, my
Right,
friends.
right.
2 months. I'm available for girls' dates, just so you know, Brooke.
Yeah,
She abandoned me when she found a man, I'm just saying.
yeah.
Okay, so you put this in, you bake it for 45 minutes. Bring it out, put your onion straws on it.
Will
bake
you
it
take
for
a bite
another
of it
5.
for me?
I would love to. If I
Comes
you
out
have a
very
fork.
nicely,
Look,
actually.
it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. I love
It is
water
elegant.
chestnuts. I love all the things.
It's hot.
That's really hot, but it's really, really good.
Really good? Since you
That
made it, would you make it
It's
again?
delicious.
Well, it should be with all that.
It tastes like cream of mushroom soup, but better. But I'm saying because you expect it to taste different because it's
I
different.
think the Worcestershire would give it a little.
Yeah, little Worcester. Oh, so good.
Okay, and
Yes,
also
make this
those
one.
French straws on the top.
Onion
So,
straws,
Onion
yes.
straws, whatever. Okay, information's coming up on the screen. This is yours for no cost at all. Just order it the way you would like to have it. And if you have not met Deborah Ray, I think you're going to be very, very impressed. So don't go anywhere. You stay right there.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, you may receive it by contacting us through social media as listed on the screen. When requesting a copy through the mail, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Thank you, and please know we always appreciate hearing from our viewers.
It's always a delight to welcome Deborah Ray to the program. And as I mentioned, you know, when we talk about a subject or something, then she sends us the research to plow through. I appreciate it, though.
Thank you.
It's so interesting. And right now, people are thinking about a vaccine that's front and center.
Right.
And that's for the COVID-19, and the president and other people talk about it a lot. The one thing that bothers me is vaccines can kick you. And very seriously sometimes. And do you ever feel like they're rushing this one?
Well, they are. And of course, there are obviously public health reasons. But I've been with enough physicians who say, you know, behind the hand, you don't want to be the first one to take a new drug. Because we're culturally conditioned to think, oh, you know, new car, new this, new that, ooh, that's the latest and the best.
Latest, yeah.
It's not when it comes to pharmaceuticals. You want somebody else to be the first. You want generations.
Tested.
Exactly.
I want to talk just a little bit about when I was a kid a long time ago, because it's no mystery. I'm 85 years old. I believe we had vaccinations when we were a little bit older.
Right.
And with their whooping cough. I don't think they had
Tetanus.
measles yet, did they?
No, not measles yet. Tetanus.
Uh-huh.
And of course, then polio.
And polio came around when
Right.
I was older. And boy, I look back at that and thank God, because there were polio epidemics.
Yes.
And I was an
Tragic.
infant, but my parents have told me about it, that they closed down and they wouldn't allow children to go to the churches. They didn't close the churches down, but no children. And my dad was pastor in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I think my sister actually had a light case of polio. But he made the statement once from the pulpit. He said, "I'd give anything to hear a baby cry." And then that wonderful vaccine was
But interestingly now, the only cases of polio that are reported around the world are reactions to the vaccine, because the polio vaccine is an attenuated. In other words, they've taken the microbe and inactivated it, but in certain susceptible individuals, it can actually cause polio.
Do you know what kind of percentage that would be? I've never.
Very small. But if you're one of the 40 cases a year that becomes paralyzed, a very small percentage of that cases die from polio.
That's too many.
Yeah, it's educate yourself, know the questions to ask to make an informed decision.
Yeah, I did. My dad had a radio program. He was a pioneer in Christian radio, and we sang on it. And some of the listeners invited us over, and the girl there in an iron lung. And if you've ever seen anybody in an iron lung, you'll never ever forget it. And my sister and I were pretty young, but we started to sing for her. It came upon the midnight clear. We both burst into tears. We cried and cried. Not very uplifting,
right.
but if you've ever seen anyone in an iron lung, you'll never ever forget it. Now, where do we start with this? I didn't know that there was a National Vaccine Information Center.
Right, they've been around for 3 decades. Objective, so you can get the information to really educate yourself, because there is no one right way. What we do need to know is we've gone from where we started as children, the 1980s. It was probably about 15 vaccines before you started school. Now we're close to 90 vaccines. And the price tag goes up as well. It produces money. Now there is a public health benefit, but what do we know about generations of children that have had more vaccines and vaccines that are mixed?
Yeah, they bundle them.
Yes. And because those vaccines have additives and preservatives in them, gelatin, for example, the flu vaccine, tetanus vaccine are grown in eggs. Some more children are more allergic than ever before, so you really have to know the questions to ask. And that's where that National Vaccine Information Center comes in, because they've got wonderful, 8 questions you should ask when it's time to vaccinate yourself or your children.
And can they can get those on the web, can't they?
Yes,
The 8,
yes.
the 8 questions you should ask, and you would type in the National Vaccine Information Center.
Yeah, nvic.org, nvic.org, National Vaccine Information Center.org, yes.
And you have to remember that when there's money involved, and the pharmaceuticals
Yes,
make tons of money
right.
on vaccines,
Right.
and so many of our politicians are in the pocket of the pharmaceutical company.
Right. So not to cast conspiracy, but you need to know so you can make an informed decision. They are exempt from liability. So the government, you and me who pay taxes, are responsible when somebody does have an adverse reaction to vaccines.
Did our Congress make that possible?
Yes, yes,
Shame on them.
yes. And of course, in the 80s, when we started to see more vaccines, it was, $100 a child. Now it's up to $3,000 a child before they go to school. So you've got to weigh that. You've got to become educated, because there are children who are more susceptible, have neurologic conditions, or may be ill at the time, that really aren't a candidate to have all the vaccines or bundle them together. So you're seeing more and more parents say, let's space them out. Let's wait till the child's a little older.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the youngest they start giving vaccines?
Under a year.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
A baby that maybe weighs, 15 pounds or so,
Right.
they would bundle them and put them in a baby that size?
Right, right. And of course, generally safe, but they're not 100% safe, and they're not 100% effective. Doesn't mean we shouldn't consider them. We absolutely should, but you really have to educate yourself. Really have to ask the hard questions.
Well, I always heard too that thimerosal, is that a
form of mercury, which is a
Yes.
preservative. So many parents, knowing that their children either may be sensitive to mercury or have other conditions that make them more susceptible, will say, let's go to a single dose vial. Costs a little more money, but there's no preservatives in that single dose vial. That vaccine is only for your child. So you don't get some of the preservatives and the additives in there.
Well, I was told about that, and my first grandson is the sweetest. And so he had his second child, and I emailed him. I said, now, Zach, I know you're rolling your eyes, but when you take Charlotte in for a vaccine, ask to see the package.
Right.
And if it's got thimerosal in it, say,
Right.
no, we don't want that.
Right.
And I got an email back, and this is how sweet he is. He says, Nana, I'm not rolling my eyes. I do appreciate it. So.
Because one of the things that the National Vaccine Information Center teaches us now is where was it produced? And we find the vast majority of vaccines are produced in China. They don't have the same rules and regulations that we do in this country. So now that we take a look at the COVID vaccine, a lot more American manufacturers are getting involved in that. So you need to know that.
I know. I didn't know that they were made in China until a half hour ago when she told me, and it just practically gave me a chill.
Right, right.
Because COVID came from there. I mean,
COVID came from there. We've seen any number of cases like honey come from China. There's an antibiotic in that's been outlawed in this country. So if you don't know the questions to ask, you would never know.
yeah, and I think our overall conversation is here, ask questions.
Exactly.
Get
exactly.
educated.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with asking questions. I know firsthand that a child's life can be destroyed by vaccine, because a lady who worked here a few years ago had a perfectly healthy 4-month-old baby. And after that vaccination, never the same. When I met her, the child was probably junior high age, and she went to some special thing. It had really, really affected her. Never, ever would she be able to be educated like regular. And in fact, they won a lawsuit.
I always remember I had the opportunity several years ago with the radio show to interview Congressman Dan Burton from the state of Indiana. He was
I remember him
for a number of years the head of the House Reform Committee, and they did a series of hearings on vaccine. And 2 of his grandchildren had the bundled vaccines, and both of them had learning disabilities thereafter, and you just saw the pain in his heart. Because when they tabulated, when they mixed those vaccines together, they got many times the allowable limit of thimerosal mercury. They just happened to be much more susceptible than the average child. And again, you know, just like we hear from other families, a lifelong consequence when you didn't know the questions to ask.
So heartbreaking. Well, do they still use thimerosal?
They do. They do.
Read the package.
Right. Read the package. Gelatin, aluminum. There are other things in vaccines, and because we're more allergic than ever before, you have to ask the hard questions.
Well, by today's standards, I had very few. I had whatever those first 3 were, and then a little later I had polio, and I'm still here. I just wonder.
I have a story though.
Is this a money-making thing for some people to vaccinate against everything in the world?
I mean, pharmaceutical companies are in business to make money, and of course, there's a balancing line there, but they're more profitable when their stock prices are up, when they make more money. So you have to weigh that in your decision-making process as well. 5 years ago, we did a Panama Canal cruise and around South America, and that's when they were requiring a smallpox vaccine. Well, we looked very closely. My husband had chemo and radiation. Is he a candidate? Should he really be taking this? Well, I took it thinking, and I had hives for a year. It was the attenuated, the smallpox vaccine is attenuated, which means it's a live microbe that's been inactivated, but it caused a reaction in me that lasted for a year. So I will be very cautious going forward to ask very hard questions. Am I really a candidate? Because I've had a reaction in the past.
And I'm a news junkie, and I'm very interested in political things, and I can't remember the name of the senator, but quite a story. He would never say a word against the pharmaceuticals. Well, we don't need that in Washington, D.C. We need the curtain pulled back and have complete honesty and look into it.
People's interest.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
You talk about informed consent from the information you sent from the age 3 or 4, from 3 or 4 to 69 doses of 16 vaccines by the age of 18, and hundreds more in the pipeline.
Right. Right, so we're going to see more rather than less. I had the opportunity to interview Laurie Garrett, who's a New York Times, the best-selling writer who wrote The Coming Plague, 600-page book. That coronavirus is not unique in terms of there'll be more and more and more. So we have to really be mindful that in this country, it's our lifestyle choices, pre-existing conditions. A lot of that is related to the lifestyle choices that we make. So just as you and I have talked over and over again, go back to basics. Perimeter of the grocery store, fresh fruits and vegetables, things that are not processed. Get some regular activity. Prayer or ever how you get peace in your life. The basic things that keep us healthy will help us prevent.
Total person.
Exactly, yeah.
Are there laws about going to public school?
Yes, but most of the states, although it's changing and it goes back and forth on a regular basis, have certain exemptions. So if you go to your state's Department of Health, they'll tell you what's allowable in your state. But there are ongoing court cases because parents more and more say, I get that you want to do what's for the public good. I have to do what's good for my child.
I just, of all of them in the pipeline, and then,
right.
What's to keep a politician from saying, okay, it's law, you have to have this one?
Right.
Right. There's going to be an uptick in homeschooling, I'm afraid.
There already is.
Which-
And I think this is one of the deeply concerning factors.
Which would be.
Yes.
But we're not here to scare people. We're
No.
here to inform.
No.
And a lot of grandmas listen to us, and just tell them, tell your kids that for your grandkids, you can ask some questions, get some answers.
Right.
And I would be very hesitant in a lot of them for a very young child. They can get them as they get older.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they're
And they're saying, 1 in 10 children in this country, parents have gone to their pediatricians and said, let's wait till the child's a little older. Let's space that out. And they do it routinely. And parents feel better for it. And who knows better than your parents?
Right.
what's good for you?
so a little bit older and space them out.
Right. Right.
That's
Right.
a no-brainer. What's we've just got a couple minutes, and I know you don't have the 8 questions memorized, but what are some of the real basic?
Well, this is the time of the year when you start to see kids with runny noses and colds and regular flu. If your child is sick, postpone that vaccine unless it's something that's dire, that's life-threatening. You don't want to further challenge that immune system. Have they had a reaction to anything in the past? If so, let's identify it so we can really look at what's in that vaccine, and do we need to look at maybe making, from another manufacturer or a single dose vial, and then really look at that child's medical history. Are there neurological conditions in the family, or the child is prone to with learning or behavior disabilities? Then they may not be a candidate for all the vaccines.
The other thing I don't trust at all is the press.
Yes, yes, that's a whole nother question.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's another
Yes,
program.
yes.
But we're not here to frighten you or anything. But that's your child. You don't have
Right.
to do what
Right.
the kind of.
Right. And of course, the acid test in my mind is, in many cases, you find the medical profession will say, not for me, but I'll recommend it for you. So I've always said, if it were your child,
Right.
if it were you,
Yeah.
and you get a completely different answer.
We're out of time, and you are always welcome here. You know
Oh,
that.
thank
You
you.
know
This was a
that. And I
pleasure.
think we're going to probably find a whole lot more subjects that you would be very much the expert on. But don't forget, have faith and not fear, and God's going to see you through any of these situations we're going through right now. And join me next time, remembering no higher calling at all than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.